铁师兄们，你们让开！
你这个畜生！那18年。
Everything began with a breathtaking panorama of the Qing dynasty, where the air is thick with tension and the sounds of clashing steel. General Su Kan leads an elite squadron of soldiers through a treacherous battlefield, their mission, to rescue a captured prince from the clutches of enemy forces. As the battle rages on, Su Kan's strategic brilliance and raw talent shine through. He deftly navigates the chaos, dispatching foes with precision and grace. After a climactic confrontation, he emerges victorious, but the weight of war hangs heavily on his shoulders. In a moment of introspection, he declines a prestigious military title, yearning instead for a life of tranquility with his beloved wife, Ying, and their newborn son, Little Feng. Back at home, the tranquility is short-lived as Su Kan's peaceful existence is shattered by the unexpected return of his adoptive brother, Yuan Lai. Years ago, a tragic betrayal tore their family apart. Su Kan's father had killed Yuan's biological father under duress, leading to an irrevocable rift. Raised as siblings, the bond between them was severed by bloodshed and betrayal. Now, Yuan has embraced darkness, mastering a forbidden technique known as the 5 Venom Fists. This deadly style enhances his physical prowess but also poisons his mind and soul. Consumed by vengeance and bitterness, he seeks to settle the score with Su Kan, setting the stage for an inevitable clash between brothers. Yuan Lai launches a ruthless assault on Su Kan's home, accompanied by a private army. The ensuing battle is brutal and emotionally charged. It's not just a fight for survival but also a clash of familial loyalty and betrayal. In a heart-wrenching moment, Yuan kills Su Kan's father before turning his wrath on Su himself.
铁师兄们，你们让开！
他们是有备而来的。
步了一身刀枪舞。
毒血功。
那18年。
爹，再打一次。
Sukan gets mortally wounded and devastated. As Ying leaps off a cliff in a desperate attempt to save her husband, Yuan kidnaps Little Feng. Miraculously, both Sukan and Ying survive their harrowing ordeal. They are discovered by a reclusive herbalist who tends to Su's grave injuries. However, the physical wounds are only part of his suffering. Deeply traumatized and guilt-ridden, Su spirals into despair. Haunted by hallucinations of Yuan and tormented by visions of failure, he becomes increasingly isolated. Ying remains steadfast in her devotion, but Su's obsession with vengeance begins to consume him, driving a wedge between them as he battles not only external enemies but also his inner demons. In a surreal turn of events, Su finds himself in an otherworldly training realm, a mystical space where time and reality blur. Here, he encounters two enigmatic figures, the old sage, whose wisdom challenges Su to confront his deepest fears, and the god of Wushu, who introduces him to the unpredictable art of the drunken fist. The drunken fist embodies chaos and fluidity, mirroring Su's tumultuous journey toward self-discovery. Intense training sequences unfold as he battles phantom warriors, balances precariously on pillars, and learns to embrace spontaneity over rigid control.
怕了。
Empowered by newfound mastery over his body and spirit, Sukan returns home to confront Yuan Lai in an epic final battle. This operatic showdown blends traditional martial arts with spiritual intensity, pitting Yuan's venomous techniques against Su's fluid drunken fist style. As the battle reaches its climax, Yuan is ultimately defeated but clings desperately to his power. Consumed by the very poison he wielded, he faces a moment of regret before succumbing to his own darkness. With Yuan vanquished, Sukin rescues little Feng from captivity but emerges from the conflict forever changed, his desire for vengeance replaced by a longing for peace. In the aftermath of his triumph, Sukin finds no solace in returning to normalcy. Haunted by the scars of battle and feeling like an outsider in his own life, he embarks on a journey as a wanderer, a broken hero adrift in a world that has moved on without him. As he wanders through landscapes both beautiful and desolate, Su grapples with questions of identity and purpose. Years have passed, and the once vibrant heart of the city now buzzes with tension. A makeshift arena is set up in the square, where foreign martial artists flaunt their skills, challenging the local Chinese fighters to public matches. They strut around, their laughter echoing through the crowd as they mock the rich traditions of their opponents. A group of foreign fighters, clad in flashy attire, boastfully demonstrating their techniques, drawing cheers and jeers from an eager audience. Su, a once respected martial artist now appearing disheveled and weary, stumbles through the crowd, a bottle clutched in his hand. His eyes, though clouded by drink, hold a flicker of defiance. He steps into the ring, the atmosphere shifting as the crowd takes notice of the unlikely contender. As Su stands victorious, he raises his arms in triumph, not just for himself but for the honor of his heritage. The foreign fighters retreat, humbled and silent, leaving behind a newfound respect for the art they once mocked.